Okay, every time I start a video, I always do that with my fucking nose. I don't need to fucking do it. Stop touching my face. I actually just chopped a chili earlier when I was making my dinner. It was called black beef and black bean sauce. It was really nice, really nice. Not as spicy as I thought it was going to be as well. Okay. I've turned on the camera today because I wanted to talk about getting over a fear and the feeling that you actually get behind that. So when I was in Thailand, this would have been July 2024. I went to an island. It's in the Gulf of Thailand, and if you look at the bottom left, there's an island called Koh Samui. And we arrived there. It's a really nice hotel, and I immediately, the following day, want to swim in the sea. However, there is actually something in the water which you really don't want to encounter. And there's actually a second conversation I'll have in this video as well, which is really interesting. And my dad took the piss out of me for a while, but it's fine. So it turns out there are these creatures in the water, and they're called box jellyfish. They are the most venomous they're the most venomous marine creature. And if you get stung by one, the main way you die is not by the sting itself, it's because the person falls unconscious due to the sheer pain of the sting, and therefore they drown, okay? So what do? Well, what I do is there's a paddleboard which you can just take out. You don't even have to, you can just sign in and take it. I don't even sign in, but you can just sign in for free, take it out. And I don't know if it's because I'd been paddleboarding before, I couldn't really remember if I had or not, but I took the paddleboard out and started paddleboarding, and I just took to it really well and just started paddleboarding like just really easily. I really enjoyed it as well. It was just so peaceful being on the water away from the beach. I don't know if you've ever done this yourself, but if you're at a beach, all you have to do is just go out 50 meters, not 50, go out and you just lie down on the paddleboard. It's just so quiet. It's so nice. It is so nice. And you're rocking back and forth because the waves, they're lapping up against the paddleboard. The sound is so serene, so peaceful. Anyway, the whole time I'm constantly actually looking for these box jellyfish because they're really hard to spot. They're really translucent or transparent, and they're quite small as well. So I'm paddleboarding, and initially I was really scared, but then I got to a point where I just didn't really care anymore, and the adrenaline of the chance of falling back into the water and getting stung was just, it was almost freeing. I don't know what it is, because if the water was fine, I probably would have enjoyed it less, but it's the risk of fear which makes you feel more alive. Let me say that. The risk of fear makes you feel more alive. The risk of fear. Shit. I didn't mean the risk of fear. The presence of fear makes you feel more alive. Sorry, I just fucked up the whole video. The presence of fear makes you more alive. The presence of fear makes you feel more alive. It makes you more alive, because feeling more alive is being more alive. And I just wanted to translate that across every aspect of life, because in most cases, as I said, the presence of fear makes you more alive. The risk of dying or the risk of getting hurt makes you feel more alive. It releases adrenaline. It just, yeah. And it's a really rewarding sensation, because something that initially controlled you, if you decide to just ignore it, it is a really freeing and liberating experience. And as a masculine person, that's what masculinity always comes down to. It's just freedom. The feeling of freedom is priceless, and if you want to feel it, you need the risk of death or getting hurt, which elicits the presence of fear, which makes you feel more alive. Now, the second conversation I wanted to have, I had this with my dad. So if I was to get stung by a box jellyfish, in the short term, box jellyfish sting is here, in the short term, it would have been horrible. Probably the worst experience of my life. Probably nothing you ever want to wish upon someone. Just a horrible experience. But in the long term, the rest of your life, I think it'd be a pretty fucking good thing to happen to you. Because the reputation of getting stung by something like that is just, you could be any person and you can just say you were stung by a box jellyfish, and just people will either be like, what the fuck, that's crazy. And if that's the case, if there's people who don't know and that's the case with one person, the person who doesn't know is going to think, bro, what the fuck? How does, if you can give a reaction like that, this must be something crazy. But if no one knows, then they're not just going into their phone and fucking searching up just for like confirmation. And when they find the box jellyfish profile, they'll be amazed. I think getting stung by a box jellyfish in the long term is a good thing. It was ludicrous. It sounded absolutely preposterous to my family, but I stood by it. I agree the short term is horrible, but the long term, pretty cool. I mean, imagine you're just like an 80-year-old, and you're just fucking living life and just got stung by a box jellyfish you didn't know. That's pretty fucking sick. That is sick. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go to the stag now. Yeah. See what happens down there. Go socialise, because I need to keep at it every single day. I met so many new people, like 50 new people. Yeah. That's just the story I wanted to hear. There's so many stories. Thailand is an amazing place if you get to go, because on the internet there's people who always say, oh, I went to Thailand to find myself, I went to Thailand to do whatever spiritually, but I thought it was all like bullshit essentially. But you have to go there. It's at the end of the day, it's indescribable. People can try to describe it, but it's just, you have to experience it to know it. Yeah. Be grateful they were born in a time period where you can just fucking fly to this shit in like 10 hours. It's like a third across the world. Crazy era we live in. The normalization of craziness. What a topic, eh? I appreciate it if you stay for these stints of, especially if you don't skip as well, because it's just practicing my speaking. And if you stay, shows that you're a real one. Can't reward you with anything though. Can't lie. I think that's it. Oh yeah, one last thing. If the fear is paralysing, that's the one instance where it does make you feel more alive. Because I know what it's like, and paralysing fear does not make you feel more alive. Yeah. Don't take it the wrong way. See you in the next one.